Well, I'm going to use the deck here to start putting the door together. I've run short on a couple of pieces of material, so I got this as a temporary cross base for the top, but I'll make up something better when I get home and have a little bit of power, and it's really starting to cool off here, so I better get back to work to stay warm. All I have left to do is mark where this diagonal goes, just to help the door from stopping to sag. So I'll get right at that, cut it to length, and this part of the build will be done. See if I can do some sketching here to get a little symbol. Other than a little bit of sanding and a little bit of paint this spring, the door will be finished. I just cut the moon and the star into the door to let some light inside. I guess it's time to have a look inside to see how we finished it in there. So my first piece here is going to have to be notched to sit in on either side here. So I'm going to have fun. Go cut that now. Well, this seems to be a fairly good spot for the toilet seat itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the inside, and then I'll figure out where the bucket is going to sit in comparison to that, to make sure that the front lip is, the bucket is in front of this front lip. So hopefully people won't miss. But what I have to do is trace the size of my bucket, and so now I have to cut this big circle out, and then I'll figure out where the two holes to hold my seat are once I get that cut out. So I installed 3 blocks back here, of which you can only see one, which this toilet containment unit is going to sit on. So with the toilet seat roughly in place, I'll open it up, make sure that there's none of the wood that's showing here. Once it's in place and I'm happy with it, what I'll do is I'll mark these back 2 bolts and I'll drill that out. So in my outhouse, not only have I decided to have a composting toilet, I've decided to have a separate urinal, and this right here is going to be my urinal. But to make it work, I'm going to have to adjust the end of this to get it down to a small pipe so I can run that into a bucket. And I picked up some different parts here. I've got some epoxy over here, and I'll see if I can make a mess. That's it for a minute or two. What my plan is I'm going to put that on there, I'm going to put that in there, then I'm going to put that on there, and then I'll be able to hook up this hose and have it run off. So this is the lid for my holding tank, and in it I'm going to put a pipe which is going to be attached to a T so that I can put a little P-trap before the T in this, and then I can vent the T outside. Cut this a little bit shorter. This last little piece is going to run out. Okay, so there's my toilet sitting on the blocks that I installed and wedged in place. Over here is my pee container with a dip in the hose there to stop any smell from backflowing. And as we come over this way, we have our urinal. I'm just going to give you a little tour of the inside and explain how composting toilet works. So I have my toilet paper, have the toilet seat, and inside my waste containment unit, which is basically just a bucket. At the bottom of it, it has peat moss, which will absorb any liquid that goes down there. And after you're finished your business here, you will take a scoop and put some more peat moss in it to cover what you've left behind. And you're going to put about another inch in there to cover it each and every time. Then whenever that gets full enough, I'll take it out and put it at a place on my property where it will be able to compost down into good fertilizer. On my urinal over here, I can add what I collect to either my compost pile, or I can dilute it down and use it as a fertilizer that way, which I might do this spring as I'm trying to grow grass. I hope you enjoyed this build of the outhouse. My next job is going to be laying out roughly where I need the building to be and cutting some of the mini trees that I need to cut down to be able to put the building there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share.